Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show. All right, the after show was cute. Um, let's just talk about it. They broke it into three parts. They talked about the ladies' fashions. Um, I thought everyone looked nice except for Drew. I thought Candy looked amazing. Whoever did Candy's makeup, honey, she needs to keep them around. Because I tell you, Candy's face was beat. Girl, I'm talking about beat. It got to the point I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. Girl, I had to pull my sister over here and ask her, girl, did Candy get some work done on her face or is that the makeup? My sister said it was a makeup. So I'm gonna believe her because I don't know nothing about makeup. She said it was the makeup. Because I was looking around her eyes. She was like, "You talking about around her eyes?" I was like, she was like, "That's probably her makeup." I was like, "Oh, okay." Because I was sure about to get on here and start telling everybody that Candy had some plastic surgery. Oh wait, no, but for real, Candy looks good. She just had on a tangerine dress, shoulders out, chain, straps, cute. I thought Marlo was cute. I know some people probably. I knew before she even said it was Alexander McQueen. I said that looks like Alexander McQueen. She had on the Alexander McQueen dress. I forgot the shoes. But I liked her look. I thought Sheree looked. We touched on this in my review. I think Sheree is a gorgeous woman, and see, let me tell y'all what I think of when it as it pertains to plastic surgery. I think that some of the kids, the foundation is already there. Like Sheree was already a gorgeous woman, right? She just kind of did a little tweak here and a tweak there just to improve, you know? But you can't never really say that Sheree was ugly or unattractive. Ugly is just is a mean word, but I don't think that someone could really say that Sheree was unattractive. I just think Sheree has, decided to kind of do a little tweaking here and there. I think that when she decided to do a little tweaking here and there, she should have stopped. Sheree decided to go down a rabbit hole, and Sheree is starting to not look like Sheree, and it's starting to look like Sheree is getting work done. I think it's amazing when you can get work done and can't nobody really pinpoint it. That's good work. And that also means that girl, you was probably already cute. You just kind of had a little, you just need a little assistance. Sheree looked like a whole different person. Girl, Sheree looked like a whole nother woman. I said, who is this woman in this green dress? Sheree, baby, you need to stop. You starting to go down that path and you need to stop. It's one thing for you to get a little jawline, right? It's one thing for you to get a little non-surgical nose job. It's one thing for you to get you some brand new set of teeth, right? A little Botox. Okay, we just gonna do a little needle here, a little needle here, a little teeth, and then we're gonna be done. Sheree, honey, you look like have y'all seen that movie Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta? Girl, it's a movie that came out a year. When I say it's so good, girl, Sheree looked like she did a face off. Sheree looked like somebody. Sheree looked like Sheree looked like girl. They snapped somebody's face and put it on her. Sheree looked like the mask. Girl, who is that lady? I want her to stop. It's starting to be too much. I know Sheree is a 50-plus-year-old woman, and I get it, girl. We all aging. I look at myself sometimes too, and I be like, "Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl." It's a couple of things I want done too. But girl, the truth of the matter is, I'm already cute. I'm cute. So the foundation is already here. I just need a little assistance. Okay, okay, okay. Anyways, but Sheree looked good for what it's worth. I thought Sonya looked good. I thought Kenya looked amazing. I'll say my favorites. You know, honestly, everybody looked good except I just didn't like nothing Drew had on. I didn't like Drew's dress. I thought it was ill fitting right here in the middle. I didn't like those shoes with that dress. I didn't like her hair. I just didn't like nothing Drew had on. I just didn't. Okay, so what did they talk about? They talked about Kim Zolciak. Um, and they talked about how on social media they look happy. See, this is the thing. Social media ain't nothing but smoke and mirrors. It ain't nothing but a big old facade. And I think that we have to stop thinking that because people look happy on social media, that ain't nothing going on. Because girl, nobody puts their real life on social media. Every post that you see, whether it's an individual or a couple, is always going to be the best photo. Nobody puts their real tea on social media. So I think that we have to learn, and this is a lesson for all of us, including myself too, because I used to have that bad too, especially if it came to like people who I probably, considered associates or, friends, right? I would think, well, girl, they on social, they look like they good, so they good. When in reality, girl, you could be going through it. But they thought Sonya said that they look good, they look happy on social media. They showed clips. Now I don't remember these clips. This must have been from her show. Maybe this was from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I just don't remember. But they showed clip. I think I do remember. Okay, I don't know. I can't. I can't. I'm trying to force myself to remember something that I just don't remember. I don't remember Kim going into a store, spending. I think it was $1,240. They said on scratch offs. So, girl, they really trying to show that Kim been had a gambling problem, and I think she mentioned something about when she went to the Bahamas, she left $250,000 in debt or something like that. So Kim been had an issue with gambling. Girl, let me tell you, I don't know. Girl, shout out to the girls who's struggling with a gambling addiction. I have known people who struggled with gambling. Um, uh, Girl, let me tell you, I went to Vegas to go see Usher, and I had $100. No, I had like $160 in cash in my wallet. I spent $100 at the casino, and then I took my black ass upstairs. Girl, that's all I had. Girl, I don't know how the girls get. I get it, but girl, y'all be getting swooped into them get my baby. That's all I got. Good, I was pissed off because I lost that $100. Now, when I tell you I lost $100 within like 9 seconds, I'm not even bullshitting y'all. I went to the high stakes slot machine. It was $25 a pull. I literally pulled. No, I hit the button. Hit the button. Dun, 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 dun. Hit the button. Dun, 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 dun. Hit the button. Dun, 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 dun. Hit the button. Dun, 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 and then hit zero. That was probably 7 to 9 seconds. That money was gone. Once I was evil. Anyways, Kenya clocked Kim. Kenya said that she didn't think that Kim and Carl were getting a divorce, and she thought that was lying. Now, mind y'all, this was already taped before they even came out and said that they were not gonna get a divorce. So Kenya clocked Croy and Kim. Now, this is what I need y'all to explain to me because Kenya said on the after show that she didn't think they were going to get a divorce because they were probably just doing that, I guess, to kind of help with their debts. I didn't understand what she meant by that because I would think that they would, if that was the case, they would go through with the divorce, then I guess get back together. So I didn't understand what Kenya meant when she said that, but nonetheless, she still said that she didn't think they was getting a divorce, and they didn't. Um. Oh, Sheree also says that she never saw it coming because Kim looks super happy again, girl. Of course they're gonna look super happy on social media. I'm sure it also let it be known that she was supposed to meet up with Kim 2 weeks ago. This was at the time that they shot the after show, not 2 weeks last night, but 2 weeks whenever they shot the after show. She said that they were supposed to meet up 2 weeks before. Marlo, they talked about Marlo and the guy that she went on a date with. Marlo basically said that Marlo said she sounded like a nickel when she wake up in the morning. Hello, hey, how you doing? She gives you very niggity. And so she said that she couldn't talk to the man because she already got a deep voice. And she said it's deeper in the morning time. I said, okay. Um, Kenya. Kenya girl, I don't know Kenya be lying. I got my Kenya girl, stop lying, girl. Kenya tried to make it seem as though girl she doesn't alter any of her clothes. Make Kenya. And then they played the replay of Kenya saying that I think that maybe Kenya was trying to say that when she gets her clothes, because they're too big, she has to take them in. But I think that's probably what she was saying. I have to take my clothes in. I'm not having to add fabric. Kenya, girl. That dress is too small. You said it on the show. Girl, I need you to take this out like 2 inches. Did she say something like that? Or basically, the dress is too small. So you do alter your clothes no matter how you want to flip it, slice it, and dice it. Okay. She says that Sonya should have invited more people with more money. I agree. You know, I was a little I hate to say it. I was a little nervous with the crowd. I was like, girl, I hope they can raise because I didn't even I was kind of because even though they did have $50,000 sitting at that table with Kenya and Candy and all of them, I was like, girl, I don't know, girl, girl. Um, they talked about Mommy Nation, and Candy says the 5K wasn't a big deal for her because that's a typical donation for her. And then Drew says, not for me. I give my tithes and offering. Shout out to everybody who pay tithes and offerings. I don't, so don't even ask. Okay, girl, that is not my ministry. I used to, and then I stopped. But shout out to all y'all who pay tithes and offering, girl. Do what the Lord moves you to do. Drew says that she had to just do her research, I guess, before she gave the 5,000. Drew just comes across as very cheap. Drew comes across not even cheap because cheap is not because some people try to make cheap a bad thing. It can be a bad thing, and no, cheap can be bad. Like Drew comes across as somebody who tries to get over, and Drew does come across as somebody who's just cheap, 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 cheap. Like when Drew tried to pull that stunt last season with the whole birthday party, girl. I mean, girl, I get it, but girl, we really trying to bust down. We really trying to bust down a list for balloons that's floating in the air. Girl, you acting like you went and rented a ballroom that was $50,000 to rent, and girl, you had to pay for drinks and bartenders. That was another 25,000. Then for the food, that was 25,000, and valet to do valet, that was another 10,000 to pay the people to valet. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how Drew be acting, and even then, girl, I don't know. I think there's a difference between being like cheap and like being cheap, 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 cheap to the point where like Drew don't want to just come off no money. Like Sheree. Sheree, let me shut up. They talk about Candy and Kim. I did not know that Candy and Kim. Maybe I just don't remember. It's been a long time, y'all. It's been 15 seasons. Candy and Kim used to be friends in real life. They used to go out on family trips together. Candy says she's been over the whole "don't be tardy for the party" situation. Um, you know, I felt like even in last night's episode, Kim was doing whatever she needed to do in order to drum up some mess to get back on the show. And now we know she's really trying to get back on the show. Even with her making the comments about Kenya, then her making the comments about Candy. You know, we not. I didn't say we were. I didn't say. What did she say? I didn't say I forgave the bitch or something like that. We're good. Sonya being tacky. Kenya does have certain rules that she doesn't follow that she tries to enforce on other people. They Marla brought up last year, or not last year, I think the year before last, when Kenya had that event, and um, she didn't have a place to sit for her and her nephews. Kenya says that Marlo didn't RSVP, and she just popped up with additional guests. I don't know. I do feel like Kenya do be picking. You know, at the end of the day, girl, I hate to say it, and maybe I just don't know. Maybe I think because it's a show, it's a show. I get that if it was just a regular person who was not a part of the cast, and you were not expect, you wanted to make sure if they were going to come, but girl, it's a show. So even if Marlo didn't RSVP, girl, just know she probably coming anyways. Now you could probably fuss and cuss about her just popping up with her two nephews, which means that's two additional seats. But even then, it's kind of like, I don't know, girl. I do feel like Kenya sometimes doesn't. She wants people to kind of like do things that she sometimes doesn't do, or she misses the mark, right? Um. Oh, the charity event. Drew finally paid the money. I don't think she. I guess she was kind of iffy at first. Kenya actually paid 7,500. She wrote 5,000 from her personal account, and then she wrote also 2,500 from Kenya Moore Hair Care. They talked about the Kenya Moore Hair Care drum line when they played when they played that flashback of Marla sitting there like this when Kenya walked into when Kenya bust through Kenya Moore Hair Care, and then she talked about Sheree. I guess Sheree was complaining about paying the fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't want to see the Real Housewives of any show when it's supposed to be about money, complaining about spending $5,000. Y'all want to be on these shows so bad, and you want to walk around here with all the designer on, and a show that's supposed to be. I know it's not necessarily the truth, but maybe I need to get rid of that. But a show that's supposed to be about these, well-to-do or kept women who run the elite circles or whatever city they live in, and then y'all want to complain about paying $5,000 for a charity. Girl, get off the show. I don't want to see y'all. Sheree complaining about $5,000 because she got on the whole She got Balenciaga on from head to toe. Every time we see She by Sheree, She by Sheree either got on She by Sheree, or either she got on designer drip from head to toe. It's gonna be one of the two. Sheree is either gonna have on She by Sheree or She by Shein, or either she gonna have on designer drip from head to toe. Well, is she written her pieces from Marlowe Place? Um, Marlo talks about going below the belt. Marlo can't have it both ways. Marlo, you do go below the belt. Marlo, you go below the belt. You go below the belt, and then when the girls on food with you, me and my sister were just talking, and I think it's poor. I really think the after show is stupid. I mean, we talking about it because I mean, girl, I really didn't have. I didn't really have nothing else to talk about today. There wasn't a lot that kind of moved me in the blogs. So I was like, let me just talk about the after show. But I feel like if you do the after show, then girl, by the time we get to the reunion, it's kind of like, I mean, I guess they either need to get to the point where they only do the after show, or like, because y'all already talking about the season. Okay, they didn't talk about the first 8 episodes, but y'all are talking about the season. So what's the point of the reunion? Anyways, I guess so y'all can get said to each other face. I don't know, child. Anyways, Kenya talks about Brooklyn and how she has dreams of Brooklyn being like a rocket scientist, but she thinks Brooklyn wants to be in performing arts. So it is what it is, child. And that was pretty much the after show. It was cute. It was cute. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.